Everybody, it's Flocka back at again with another Madden YouTube video. Recently, I did the best abilities finale for Madden 21, but this is a video kind of distributing. A lot of people had questions not only on the TikTok I posted about as well the YouTube video on which ones are best for each gen, current and next gen, and I really do think I should make a video for it because it is kind of a big deal. A lot of people are switching over to next gen now that Madden 22 is on next gen and they want to get used to it. So this video does help. I've been on next gen forever now, but I watch current gen all day, every single day, because my friends, everybody in the community play it. So I do know what kind of the meta is for both sides of both gens. So let's go over it right now. If you guys do not know, I do post a video every single day of the week, and also literally, there's going to be so many no money spent top 10s. There might be even double uploads inside of Madden 22. It's going to be a huge year. I am super excited for it. So make sure to turn those notifications and subscribe if you guys are new here. And also smash that like button. One like could help out so much. You guys don't even understand. But anyways, boys, let's get right into the abilities. Comparing the two for offense, I really do think next gen and current gen are almost the exact same when it comes to next gen type of offensive styles in current gen. But yeah, Gunslinger and Hero Master are just things that you definitely need. I don't think Hero Master is as much as a need if you're not using it in your offense as much, but Gunslinger is the one ability that is a must-have on current next. It's a must-have everywhere. It sucks you can't get in Draft Champions. Regs, only one player has it. Really does suck, but hey, Mutt, you can control that. You can control that. So every quarterback, especially in June, if you don't have Gunslinger, I have no clue what video game you are playing. You're definitely slacking. But this is the thing on current gen. I do recommend Edge Protector right here. If you can see, both of my tackles have it. The one thing on next gen, I am on next gen, like I said. I do run it on next gen, but it seems like the sheds on next gen are insane. If you have played next gen, you know that sacks are just a thing that happens so much more. You can't scramble as fast as your quarterback, so even with Edge Protector, it really seems like we're getting sheds. Like, the way the ends work, they, like, make you feel like you're in this stupid bubble. It really does suck, but I don't know. I really have been debating taking off Edge Protector because it genuinely has not been working lately, and nobody really runs Edge Chart as much anymore. But it still is very good. I do recommend it on current gen. It definitely works a lot better on current gen. But Identifier is a good one if you want to see. You can see it right here. I have it on my guard. It's 1 AP. Identifier is a very good ability that you can use to see which player your opponent is using. It's not the biggest deal. You could usually kind of figure that out, but I think it is a very good one. But moving over to tight end, a very important position. This is like, don't pay attention to what I have on him right now. I do like the deep end elites. I do like the elites. They just literally put it to how you play your offense. Whatever routes that you play with him, that's the ones you want to set. So for me, I run a lot of posts and crossers or whatever with my tight end. So that's why I have like deep out elite on him when I do run him. Matchup Nightmare, if you can get this for, I think 2 AP is the cheapest you can get it for. I'm almost positive 2 AP is the cheapest you can get Matchup Nightmare for on a tight end. I think so. I know Matchup Nightmare is very, very good on a tight end because they're going to be matched up against a linebacker / lineman at all times. Yeah, I think that's the cheapest you can get it for. I just looked at it. Yeah, that's the cheapest you can get it for. That's all of them right there on Calvin as well. But those are the abilities I do love. Matchup Nightmare for 2 AP on them. It's going to activate all the time. The elites I love. But when it comes to all these other abilities, I'm not the biggest fan at all. I really don't think tight ends have any crazy abilities. Yeah, it's not that good. But when it comes to X Factors, this video is not really going to be much on X Factors. Vanguard is so easy to activate, and it is so good. It's a boring one, right? It's not Double Me. It's not, Yakum or Ankle Breaker or any of the cool ones that everybody wants to use. But dominantly win impact blocks, and it's so easy to activate. I don't know what the exact requirements are. I think it's like 2 passes over 15 yards or something like that. It's very easy. It might be 3 over 10 yards, but it is very easy to activate. Everyone throws to their tight ends, and this thing it helps so much when you're running the ball as well. It is really OP, and I do think that's the best X factor for a tight end in this game. Moving over to wide receiver, it's pretty similar there with the tight ends. There's not much great abilities in the game. Right now, I'm using Slot-O-Matic on the golden tickets. It's 2 AP. So basically, it's a cheaper route tech. If you have a golden ticket, like any of the golden tickets, I think, get it. Slot-O-Matic should be on them every single time, especially if they're in the slot. You can use route tech in these elites, like I said. It depends on how you're running that wide receiver. Make sure to set it to whatever one that you're running. Because, say, if you're running a lot of post routes, you're not going to throw a lot of short and elites on them. You know what I mean? But there are good abilities like Playmaker. It's a little expensive, but it is still very, very good, and a lot of people don't use it anymore because of that AP change. Matchup Nightmare you can get for 1 AP on a lot of receivers. You can get on a golden ticket receiver very easily. Route Tech is still very good, but if you can get Slot-O-Matic for cheaper, definitely go Slot-O-Matic. Route Tech is still very good. Don't pay 4 AP for it. You could pay 3 AP for it, but 4 AP is way too expensive in this game. And those are the only ones I'd really use. Matchup Nightmare, Slot-O-Matic, Route Tech, and the Elites. I really don't like them all. I mean, Playmaker is okay, just a little too expensive. And yeah, there's not much other wide receiver abilities you really could use. I know a lot of people use Grab and Go on current gen. This is a really good current gen ability. It's awful in next gen. Please do not use that in next gen. That is about as good. That's about as bad as it gets on next gen. But moving on over to, say, a running back. Oh, I forgot to mention too, when it comes to interior alignment too, a lot of people do ask that because you're not going to throw edge protector on them. If you like to run the ball a lot and you're putting a lot of AP in your line, Nasty Shriek is OP. I just did a video where I put 15 AP on my offensive line, and yeah, we went off. But this is the ability a lot of people do use is post up. They'll use it on their guards or the center. If you have 2 AP remaining, put 1 each on both your guards. If you only have 1, put it on your center. It helps with double teams, and your guards are going to at least double team every other play. Your center's going to double team almost every single play if they're sending 4. So post up on a center is very, very good as well. And that's the only abilities I would be running on your interior lineman. Nasty Shriek and post up. But moving over to running back, the last position of offense, a very important position. Like I said, don't look at what I'm using. This is dumb. Don't use Jukebox. Jukebox is not as good as it was last year. I do like backfield mismatch, though, if you do have Howard Master already. Better route, so it's kind of like a little bit of a route tech, not as OP, so it's kind of like cleaner cuts, and they do animate. But the catching from the backfield helps out so much. Reach for it for 1 AP is a very good ability as well. Nothing too crazy, but it is good. I'm looking at a receiving back right now. There's just not many good abilities. There genuinely is not. If you're a power back, I do like the bruiser and whatever, but that is it. I don't think using an AP on running backs are as good as this year as it was in past Maddens. Moving on over to defense, this is where it gets a little different. I do like some certain abilities better on current gen than I do on next gen. So we're going to get right into that. When we're looking at the DBs, this goes for all DBs. I'm going to go to a golden ticket just so I can show them all. Let's go to DK, who has no abilities on him. In next gen, I do love Deflator and Enforcer. It seems like even on conservative, Deflator and Enforcer do force a lot of fumbles, and you can get it for cheap on golden ticket safeties. Not as so much on corners. I know some people have ran out of Night Train Lane, a waste of AP in my opinion. But Deflator and Enforcer are a very good combo on next gen. But if you're going for a current gen look, you could run it. It's not as OP, not even close in my opinion, from watching and also hearing people. I do like pick artists a lot if you are using them. It's okay when you're not using them, but it's not too OP. But Acrobat is very good on corners. On corners, I do not recommend it on safeties or users because of that AP. 3 AP is a little bit too much this late in the year. But yeah, I'd recommend running Acrobat on corners. That's really one of the only good abilities. Mid-zone KO is very good in current gen as well. Activates on almost about anything. But yeah, none of these are really really OP that you need them. I know Out My Way is a good ability if you are playing against somebody that's running the ball a lot. So it literally kills tight ends if they ever come to you in the next level, or wide receivers. It is very good, and you do recognize it out there. It's it's kind of like inside stuff at the second level. But yeah, there's on current gen, like I said, you could use Enforcer and Deflator, but I feel like conservative definitely does cross it out a little bit more on current gen as if it did on next gen. But yeah, that's really it. Mid-zone KO, I know Acrobats is still a very, very popular ability in the game. Actually, I did a poll on that. It was voted the most popular defensive ability in the game right now. But moving over to D-line, one of the most important positions in the game. I am currently running Edge Threat Elite to try to test it on next gen, because next gen, I feel like pressure kind of wins games over there. I know El Toro is very, very good, especially if you can counter it with another ability that can get points up. I know Instant Rebate with El Toro has been a combo in the past. I have not used it yet, so let me know which you guys are using at the D-line right there. But this next gen and current gen are all the same abilities, in my opinion. For D-line at least. But when it comes to D-line, Edge Threat is pretty good. Edge Threat Elite's pretty good. But remember, Edge Protector on current gen can counter it a little better. I do think Edge Threat Elite on next gen is insane. It's broken on next gen. But I don't know. Double or nothing is not worth it anymore. 4 AP is way too much. Way too much. The only ones I really do recommend, especially on a D tackle, is inside stuff. If you're running a D tackle or you're running an N at a D tackle, inside stuff is a must. At least one of them on your team. At least one. I recommend putting on your faster one so you can get back there faster. But yeah, I do run it on my D tackles. It is an insane ability, and I honestly hope it's not in Madden 22. Not the biggest fan of it. It probably is still in there. But moving on over to, say, linebackers. A linebacker is a position where you do need to load up to even play them. Micah Parsons, I'm not using linebackers anymore. I was for a little bit. You need, like, I really do think Lurker is a must. You do need it. It's 1 AP, so that is 1 AP you already need. I do like the Enforcer, Lurker, and Deflator combo on them. That is about it. I would not run anything else. You could run Secure Tackler on it. It's nothing too crazy. I saw a pro talking about that yesterday on their Twitter, but yeah, linebackers are just, they're kind of like an AP dump. Might as well use a safety, especially this late in the year when you have Carl Banks, DK, Jamal Adams, so many good ones. But yeah, defense is very plain. You're seeing, like, there's not many abilities to stand out. It's really all the same metas. Enforcer, Deflators, you got Acrobats on the field, you got Edge Threat Elites, Edge Threat, just normal Edge Threat, you got inside stuff. It's really almost the same stuff every single game. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Like I said, I hope that kind of helped with next gen and current gen. It is a difficult decision switching back and forth. Like I said, a lot of people are kind of switching over because they're getting used to it for Madden 22 to try to get ready. I know a lot of the comp guys are, a lot of the normal players are, just so they can have a little bit of a step on Madden 22. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button, and also join the Noti Gang. The Noti Gang is growing. Can't talk today, boys. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, boys.